Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'll be sharing steps that you need to take in order to upgrade your business name to a company. So if you own a business name and you're thinking of taking things to the next level, this video is for you. I'd like you to pay attention and take note of everything I'm going to be sharing in this video. So right now, let's delve into the topic. So first of all, it's important that you understand the difference between these two entities. For a business name, it is that kind of business structure that can be registered either as a sole proprietor or as a partnership. So this kind of business is one-man kind of business where the business is not the business and the owner are together in one, meaning that once the person maybe dies or can no longer continue the business falls off. But that's not the case for a company limited by shares. For a company limited by shares, you find that there is continuity. The company is on its own. It has its own name, can be sued in its own name, and can sue too in its own name. So the director, shareholders, the owner of the company, they are separate from the business. So this is the major difference between these two entities. Like I mentioned, a business name can be registered either as a sole proprietor or as a partnership. But for a company, the company will need your board of directors and shareholders in order to make up a company limited by shares. So now that you know the difference, why then do you need to upgrade? So there are many reasons why people upgrade. So first of all, it's for credibility's sake and also to be able to secure more investors, yes, and also to have access to more funding, grants, loans, and the likes. So that is why some people see a need to upgrade their business name to a company. And so if you're watching this video today and you're thinking of maybe accessing the grants and you know that the requirements is for your business to register as a company, this is your cue. So you have to upgrade that business name to a company. And I'm going to be sharing all of that in this video. So what does the law have to say about upgrade? So the law actually allows for upgrade. Yes, you can upgrade your business name to a company, provided that you follow the required steps. Yes, you follow due process of carrying out this upgrade. Yes. So yes, the law allows that you upgrade your business name to a company, but it has to be done according to the law, according to due process, and based on the requirements. Yes, so there are requirements that you have to follow through with in order to upgrade your business name to a company. So now that you know this, let's now talk about the requirements. What do you need to upgrade your business name to a company? So first of all, you need the incorporation documents of that business name, certificate, and the status report of that business name. You also need details of directors and shareholders since you're upgrading to a company. You also need the consent of the business owner, and also you need a valid means of identification of your directors and shareholders as well as their signature in order to process the upgrade. So let's now talk about the step-by-step process of upgrading your business name to a company. So number one is that you have to apply for consent to be able to upgrade from business name to a company. And once you're able to do that, you can then apply. And upon application, you need to fill the necessary forms, provide the registration, the registered address of the company, the name of the company. Of course, this time around, you have to add the suffix LTD or limited at the end, since you're upgrading from a business name to a company. And I mentioned that you need to provide the registered address of the company, you need to provide the principal business activity of that company, and that's the nature of the business, what you'll be doing. You also need to provide emails, particulars, details about the company. You also need to provide details about the directors, and also particulars of the share capital. Yes. So since you're upgrading from a business name to a company limited by shares, you need to provide particulars of the share capital. What's the minimum? You have to know the minimum share capital for that company that you want to upgrade to. So once you're able to provide all of these details and fill the necessary form, you can then submit the documents. And what documents are you submitting? You're submitting the certificate of incorporation of that business, maybe a consent letter from the business owner that you're upgrading from business name to a company limited by shares. You also need, I mentioned, particulars of directors and shareholders. You need the certificate of incorporation of the business name, and you also need the means of valid means of identification. So you could have maybe the national identification card that's unique for those in Nigeria, and also you need any valid means of identification, but majorly your national ID or your international passport, yes. And then you need the signature and passport of your directors and shareholders. So once you're able to fill all of these forms, you can then submit, upload the documents and submit, pay the necessary fees. So you have the company registration fee, and you also have stamp duties, yes, because you're now dealing with a company. So stamp duty is mandatory for you to make payments for. And then once you're able to pay, you can then proceed with your application and submit it. And once you submit it, CAC will then go through your forms and then issue you a certificate. And this time around, this certificate will carry the company name with LTD at the end, and you will have the memorandum article of association and also the status report. So once you're able to submit your application, CAC will then issue an incorporation document, that's a certificate of incorporation, and that is it. That is all that you need in order to go through this. So now that you know it, I hope that you take the bold step today to be able to upgrade that business name to a company. So if you found this video helpful, please do well to like it, share with your contacts, subscribe to our channel, like this video. And if you have any comments, if you have any inquiry, please ensure that you leave your questions, your inquiry in the comment section, and we'll definitely reach out to you. Until then, till I come away next time, do have a blessed day.